Everybody has a story to tell. And if first impressions are anything, taking a look at 15-year-old Haylie Montgomery from Erie, PA, it would be easy to tell her story. A great student, a great athlete, attends one of the most prestigious athletic and academic prep schools in the state of PA, a kid that just has it all. But if you look a little deeper, you find out there is a story that you just won't believe.
The story's big. It's really big. And it's a lot for me being only 15, going through as much as I did with family-wise, and what happened when I was little is more than anybody could imagine.
Before we go back in time to tell Haylie's story, it's important to know who she is now. At 15, she made the varsity team at Cathedral Prep High School on the swim team. Not only did she make the team, but in the 100-meter butterfly, she shaved 15 seconds off of her time from her first attempt early in the season.
Cathedral Prep, Haylie Montgomery.
And in this event, she won the race and qualified for districts, going up against juniors and seniors. She certainly is going to be one of their featured swimmers in the years to come. And swimming certainly is a huge part of her life. But it's crazy to think that all this kid's been through, she's done nothing but excel. What exactly has she been through? Well, let's let her tell it.
When I was little, my parents had me at a young age, and they were both at the time addicts, but my mom ended up getting clean, and my dad was apparently clean. And we went for a drive in Pittsburgh, and they don't know why it happened or when it happened, but there was gunfire, shooting, and my mom, my uncle, and I ended up all getting shot. I got shot up in the head, up here. There's a little scar, but you can't really see it. And my mom got shot in the head too. My dad ended up being okay, and my uncle was also okay. But in that accident, my mom did everything. Once she heard the first shot, she protected me. She got on top of my car seat and did everything to keep me safe.
It was only by the grace of God that mother and daughter survived. For the next decade, Mom decided not to share with Haylie what had happened to her as a child. But during a doctor's appointment before she started swimming at Cathedral Prep, she was having headaches. And when they pulled up the CT scan, the doctor informed her about what happened and didn't realize that she didn't know.
I wasn't meant to find out because they didn't know how to tell me, but I was at the doctor's office for headaches because I kept getting really bad migraines, and the doctor was going over my CT scans, and he slipped up and he was like, well, I have a CT scan in here from a gunshot wound to the head. And my mom just started crying, and as we were leaving, I was like, what are you guys talking about? And she's like, Haylie, I need to talk to you. So we were sitting in the parking lot, and she told me, and it was just, I didn't cry at first because I didn't know how to react, but it was so big. I was like, I didn't know what was going on at the time, and they kept it a secret for such a long time. It didn't know how to faze me. But now, after talking to like my grandparents and my nana, and my mom all about it, like I understand it so much more.
If one major tragedy isn't enough, on Haylie's 9th birthday, her father passed away at a very young age. He wasn't able to totally overcome his addiction problem, and an overdose claimed his life.
He fell into a really deep depression and started using again, but he was getting clean and we thought he was healthy and whatnot. But then on September 7th, my birthday, they got a call that he overdosed at work and that he was on a ventilator. And that day he passed away, which was my 9th birthday.
Despite living a childhood watching her parents battle addiction, there's nobody that Haylie loves more than Mom and Dad. And that bond with Dad went beyond special. He's the reason she's an athlete. He loved the fact that she would swim, and together they loved the game of baseball. In fact, every time that Haylie steps up to the block before a race, she carries with her a picture of Dad that she turns around and hands to her coach before she dives into the pool. Dad will always be with her, even though he's not in the stands.
There's times where it's like really tough because I see everyone's parents in the stands and I just like wish that my dad could be here sometimes. And it's just hard sometimes because I see everybody with happy families and I don't want to have that anymore.
But you have a lot.
I do have a lot.
How do your friends react to when they learn your life?
I really don't tell them. I do have a lot of friends. I do know a lot of people, but me personally, I don't like to just go and tell everyone like, oh, my dad's dead. Like, that's not something I would do. But once they know, their families take me in right away.
With her freshman year going so well at Cathedral Prep, Nana brought her to Florida for an Easter trip to celebrate her academic and athletic achievements. And while most kids come here want the sun, the fun, and maybe Disney, this kid wants to see a baseball game. She knows all about Jesuit from Tampa and the IMG Academy. And those two teams will play this week, and Haylie will be there. It's part of a celebration of just loving life. And this kid is truly not just a celebration of life, but an inspiration for us all. Because she understands what truly matters in the biggest game of all, the game of life.
On weekends, I can go swimming, I can go work out, I can go hang out with friends. And then when I wake up on school days, it's like I get to go to school. I have the opportunity to go to Cathedral Preparatory School, a big Christian school. That's expensive too. I get to go there. Like, I'm blessed to be able to go there and go start my day and go to class and be able to have friends and know people that like me and I like them and have a good laugh here and there, and then go to practice after school and just be happy all day.